Make sure like I said, make sure like comment subscribe. I'm about to say my outro. What's up, your boy phone? Another reaction, and today's video have the Jeremiah Smith drama by Matt B. Great. Oh yeah, niggas been saying they've been debating who better in college, Malik Neighbors or Jeremiah Smith. Respectfully, gang, it's Jeremiah Smith. I'm a Louisiana LSU fan. You know what I'm saying? But Jeremiah Smith got better stats, gang. I'm sorry, bro. If the Malik Neighbor should have won that Biletnikoff Award over Marvin Harrison Jr. I think Malik Neighbors was better than Marvin Harrison Jr. in college. I'm not gonna lie. Looking back at it, I don't know.
With all that being said, let me address.
But they both dog. Y'all gotta chill on Jeremiah Smith slander, my nigga. Niggas comparing Jeremiah Smith to Xavier Leggett, talking about some he don't get no separation. Y'all gotta chill, bro. That nigga gets separation, like chill.
What's currently going on.
Again, we looking at Julio Jones, Kelvin Johnson, per two. Let's not forget that. No, this nigga not no Xavier Leggett. We just gonna see. We gonna see what he doing in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? The highest stage, but we gonna see, bro. I don't think this nigga gonna be a bust. Y'all gotta chill.
On with Jeremiah Smith, and I hate it. And you don't just see it with him; you see it happen with other athletes out there.
And niggas talking about some Jeremiah Smith. He chronically online. Gang, it's 7 months no football. It's the off season, bro. Niggas be bored as fuck. They bored, gang. Like, gang. Then I'll be saying the nigga be on TikTok live. He be playing the game. Nigga be bored, bro. Yeah, nigga, bro.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hope all of you having a great weekend. Hope all of you having a great Saturday. If not, hope this video can make it a little bit better. And man, oh man, we are right at what I'm going to label as the midway point of the offseason when it comes to college football. And like I say, every single summer, the offseason is going to fly by. You're going to go to the lake. You're going to go to the river, the pool a couple times. You're going to go to a cookout. 4th of July party. Next thing you know, you're going to look up, it's August and football is less than 1 month away. And I firmly believe that because once you...
I'm ready, bro. I'm ready to see my Saints, bro. He you know, Matt, he a college football nigga. I love college football, but I won't see my Saints, bro. I don't like it, bro. That's a lot of stacked teams, bro. But the Rams stacked, the Chicago stacked, the Giants stacked. But it's a lot of stacked ass teams, bro. This about to be a lit ass NFL season, bro. This about to be a historic season for the books. I'm not gonna lie.
Get out of what I feel like is the longest months, February, March, and April, that's when everything just starts to go by quickly. You're going to spend some time with some friends, loved ones, going on vacation, bada bing, bada boom, week 1 has arrived. And normally throughout the off season, do we have a lot of news, a lot of drama to cover when it comes to these college football teams, players, and coaches? Heck to the no, it's few and far in between. But the past couple of days, and really now that I think about it, I think it's been roughly a week. There's been a lot of drama going on involving one of the best players, if not the best player in all of college football. That is no other than Jeremiah Jones, a.k.a. Jeremiah Smith. I call him Jeremiah Jones. Why is that, you may ask? That's a great question, Bobby. That's a great question, Ricky. I would love to answer it because I feel like he's a reincarnation of Julio Jones. A little foreshadowing. We're going to speak on Julio in just a second. But what's all this drama going on about him? Get ready for this. You might want to buckle up. You have to be on Twitter to understand what I'm even talking about. If you have no idea what's going on, don't
Yeah, niggas be on Twitter. Niggas know what you talking about.
worry. I'm going to enlighten you.
I've been seeing this shit.
First things first, let me throw this in there. A little disclaimer. I don't know why or how this got started. So if you know, enlighten.
Niggas just debating like this. That's how this shit started. I think Bopa. I fuck with Bopa. It's a couple pages. They be. It's the off season, bro. Niggas be doing debates and saying shit. You know what I'm saying?
Me in the comment section. I'd love to find out. You know what? The more I think about it, I think it may have something to do with the NFL draft going on and just talking about some of the top players heading into next year. But anyways, people have been comparing Jeremiah Smith to Malik Neighbors, and not just comparing, but saying, oh, well, Jeremiah Smith, he's not as good as everyone's making him out to seem, and he's not even better than Malik Neighbors or Julio Jones. And just all these players out there, those are just a couple that I've seen recently. I've seen a bunch of people saying, oh, well, I don't think he's going to be a wide receiver 1 at the next level. I don't.
Like, look at this nigga named Chris Olave Jr. Hopefully, he probably a Saints fan. Like, yeah, bro, he a Saints fan, probably an LSU fan, like me, just like me, gang. Like,
think he's going to
it's fucking LSU fans and Ohio State fans, bro. We need to play each other. Like, it's a lot of beef, bro.
have as good as a NFL career as a Julio Jones, or guys that he's being portrayed out to be just as good as, if not better than. To make a long story short, people were hating on Jeremiah Smith, which is, it's odd.
Gang, we not doing it, gang. I fuck with Malachi Tony game. Malachi Tony is not better than Jeremiah Smith game in college. No, like we just gotta see, bro. Like, damn, we deep in the off season. Like, ah, damn. That's how you know we deep in the off season. Nigga told some you won't be madly so bad. Like, hey,
It really is odd because ever since I'd say he was what, 7, 8 years old, I'm sure all he's heard is praise, and everyone's told him how great he was and how he's the next best thing since sliced bread. And now this is a little new for him. This is a little different. Some people are like, he's good, but I don't think he's that good. They're not buying into the hype. He has responded to it on Twitter as well. But before I show you his response, let me give you my 2 cents on him so you know my perspective, because I think that's key. I don't think Jeremiah Smith is a good wide receiver at the collegiate level. I think he's great. There's levels to it, and he's great. I don't put many people in that category, but I'm putting him in that category. I always have, and unless he goes in there next year and lays an egg, I more likely always will. If you want to say he's elite, I've done that from time to time. I don't have a problem with that either because, he's close to it if he's not already. When it comes to evaluating him as an NFL prospect, I also think he's great. He's going to be a top 10, if not a top 5 pick next year, no questions asked. Now, will he have as great as an NFL career as Julio Jones did? I don't know about that. Julio Jones, that guy was an animal. He was a dog. May I remind you, he had 300 receiving yards in one game with the Falcons. He was dang near unstoppable. Matter of fact, he was unstoppable. And this
that nigga was in my division.
isn't really me taking shots at Jeremiah Smith because I love him. I love everything about his game. But there's just something off about him when you're comparing him to guys like Julio Jones. Julio Jones, he had that it factor. There's just something different about him. Julio Jones struck fear in opponents' eyes at the high school level, at the collegiate level, and the NFL. Jeremiah Smith, he doesn't really do that for me. He doesn't. I'm not really terrified of him.
He don't?
The reason I say that is because at Ohio State, he hasn't had to be the guy. There's been a bunch of games since he's been there where he wasn't the top wide receiver on the field. And I know what you're about to say. Well, Matt, it's because there's...
Yeah, they got so many niggas. They got Cornell Teague and fucking... He was sharing reps with Mekhi Ibuka, like...
Owning in on him. They're double teaming him. Hey, I get that. What I'm saying is Julio Jones didn't have a Cornell Tate next to him or guys like that. It was all him. So they would double team Julio Jones, and Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron would still throw the ball his way. Granted, A.J. McCarron didn't throw to him much. He was predominantly the backup quarterback when Julio was there, but you get my point. Julio had 2 guys on him, and you go, don't care, we're still throwing it his way. With Jeremiah Smith, you don't really see that, or you haven't seen it at Ohio State, and it's because they don't need to force the ball to him because he has so much great talent around him, and supreme talent at that. We'll come back to that in just a second. So like I was saying, everyone on social media, they're saying, I don't know, man. I don't know if Jeremiah Smith, he's as good as some of these guys in the NFL, yada, yada, yada. You get the point. Well, here was Jeremiah Smith's response to everything. He didn't quote tweet anything. He just posted one emoji and one emoji only. The laughy face. You got people comparing him to Malachi Tony. You got them comparing him to this receiver, that receiver, saying, oh, well, you're not as good as you think you are. And the list goes on and on and on and on. I'm not reading off all the comments. I also saw this graphic where somebody is comparing Jeremiah Smith to Julio Jones. And I think it's such a terrible comparison.
Gang, this you. Matt be great. What? Nigga, this you 5.
And let me explain. Numero uno, you're comparing 2 wide receivers in 2 completely different eras. Number 2, Julio Jones was in a run-first offense at Alabama right when Nick Saban...
This your account, right? This your Twitter, right, Matt be great? Nigga could be wondering a parody. You don't know, niggas be having parody accounts and niggas. Like, well, I'm pretty sure this is you, gang.
Even got there.
I seen this graphic. Gang, this you 5.
And as we know, Ohio State, they pass the ball 70, 80% of the time. That's a pass-first offense. Number 3, Julio Jones had freaking Greg McElroy. Let me say it again. Greg McElroy throwing up the football. Greg McElroy sucked at Alabama. He is the worst quarterback under Nick Saban, and it's not even close. I appreciate what Greg McElroy did for Alabama, but good gosh almighty.
Man, shit. Well, nigga, Jeremiah Smith got Julian saying, is he that better? Nah, he better than Greg McElroy. He better, but that nigga sold against Miami. He the reason why I lost the game. How many picks he had? 2, 3? I don't fucking like. I don't remember.
That guy was not good at all. If you want to know just how bad Greg McElroy is, I'll never forget this game. Go look at his numbers from
Oh my god, 92 yards. Oh, you was beaching, and they was still 7-0. Oh my gosh.
South Carolina game at South Carolina in 2009.
And them niggas still won. That just shows you how crazy the defense was. The nigga probably spam running plays. Like,
Enough said. McElroy was booty cheek, so it's like, come on, man. Just an unfair comparison. What are we doing? What are we talking about? Now, with that being said, am I trying to take anything away from Jeremiah Smith? Absolutely not. And that's not to say even if Julio Jones had Julian Saint as his quarterback, he'd be putting up just as good as numbers as Jeremiah Smith did and currently is. All I'm saying is this comparison you see right here, it's an awful one. Anybody knows ball, you know I'm right. With all that being said, let me address what's currently going on with Jeremiah Smith. And I hate it. And you don't just see it with him, you see it happen with other athletes out there. The greatest example I can give you, it's LeBron James. Best one. Hear me out. If you don't listen to a single thing I say in this video, please pay attention in this part. When people see somebody on the come up like LeBron James, grew up in a single parent household, grew up extremely broke, everybody, not 98, not 99, 100% of the people out there, they're rooting for him when he's coming up in middle school and high school. Everybody's saying, oh my gosh, he's the chosen one. This is great. This is awesome. I'm so happy for him.
now JJ, the LeBron of football, that shit so raw. Them South Florida niggas love Jeremiah Smith. That shit so raw. Oh, what Florida niggas saying? Jet, man, that fool, that shit so raw.
He's going to get his family out the hood. He's going to get himself out the hood. And all these wonderful things. Nobody has anything bad to say about him. But when that guy that you said and predicted to be the chosen one actually becomes a chosen one, he gets to the top of the mountain, that's when everybody starts hating on him and tries to tear him down. And it goes back to a tale as old as time. People root for you when you have nothing and when you're at the bottom, but when you get to the top, they start hating on you. They want to see you reach your full potential, and when you reach it, I think what it is people just get bored and they want to create drama and headlines themselves, and they go, you know what? This isn't really fun anymore. Let's just find a reason to hate on this guy. Yeah, let's do that. They do it with LeBron more than anybody else, and now you're seeing it happen with Jeremiah Smith. When he was coming onto the scene as a freshman, nobody hated on him. Nobody was saying these crazy things they're saying now. But now that he's reaching his potential and he's becoming one of the best, everybody's like, you know what? I don't really like this. Let's start hating on him. It's so weird. It's not even just with athletes. You see it with streamers, YouTubers, whoever. At the beginning of the journey, when you're on the come up, everybody's rooting for you. But sometimes down the line, those same people that was rooting for you, they turn on you. I don't want to make this a super long video, so here's the last thing I'm going to say about this, because I think all of it's silly. Jeremiah Smith is a great wide receiver, if not elite. And he is currently, as when I'm speaking, making this video, one of the best wide receivers in all college football. You can't even argue with that. What everybody is doing.
But damn, Matt, you ain't even break down the Malik Neighbors. You ain't really go into the debate. You ain't break down the Malik Neighbors college tape, like this LSU tape. So,
doing though, since they can't argue with that, is they are projecting he's not going to be as good as everyone's saying he's going to be in the NFL at the next level. To me, it's, like I said, a silly argument and debate because he's not even there yet. So why are we even talking?
yeah, for real, we gotta stop. Wait until these niggas get to the NFL and let's see how good they do. Like, respectfully, gang, I thought Jackson Dirt was gonna be the biggest bust ever. Like, that's all. When it comes to these quarterbacks, let's just see what these niggas doing in the NFL. I think maybe Ty Simpson can be a starter and be good and be the Rams' next franchise quarterback if he's sitting behind Matthew Stafford and I think Garrett Nussmeier could be good. He's sitting behind Patrick Mahomes. Like, I think these guys. You know what I'm saying? You don't know. Nigga, Tom Brady was a 7th round pick. Like, gang, let's shut up.
talking about it. You know what I think it is, now that I'm really thinking about it? It's because people are bored in this offseason. They have nothing else better to do with their time. All I know is right now, he's a great prospect with a bright future ahead of him, and he has done nothing to lead me to believe he's not going to live up to his potential and hype. He doesn't have any off the field problems, and he especially doesn't have any problems on the field. Unlike all these losers out here that have nothing better else to do in their free time in the offseason, I'm rooting for Jeremiah Jones, and I'm wishing him the best of luck. Many more things I could say. Let me know your thoughts on this down below. But
But we gonna watch that Diego Pavia video. Yeah, that nigga Diego Pavia cannot be 5'9". That nigga like he about 5'7". I
yeah.
don't know, bro. That nigga look tiny as hell. We gonna watch that.